Hello and welcome to Coding Pandit. So this video is in the series of Problem of the Day by GFG. So the problem statement is today to traverse downward in a BST and find out the vertical sum in the downward. That is, there is a given a BST. Let's say this is the BST we are given. So if we have to find the sum downward vertical sum of this node, then the sum will be -1. In this case, sum will be the sum of these two. So, and if let's say if in this node also had a node, then this node was the sum of vertical downward sum of this node. So here, so first of all, we need to know what the BST is. So BST means binary search tree. BST stands for binary search tree. So what does it mean? It means that a form of tree where the tree is in form of binary. It is at most two child it can have, and in case of binary tree, it is the rule is that the left child will have the root data lower than the root data of its parent, and the right child of the root will have the either equal or greater than the parent's data. For as we can see here, it is, let's say this one is the parent node, then the value its left child will have the lower value than the parent, and the right one will have the higher value than the parent. And each node in the BST should also be BST. So here also the 15 has having value lower than the 20, and 22 is having value higher than the 20, and this all should have value lower than this. So here also, so if we take the example given in the question itself, so so let's say we have to find the answer for the 35, that is the sum of 35 downward vertical downward sum of the 35. So that is this 32. And if the question was given it was said to find the value of vertical downward sum of the 25, then it would have been this one. So likewise, the vertical downward sum of the 45 is -1. For this it is 32, and for this it is 52. So how we will find this the solution for for BST? We have two kind of traversals, that is DFS and BFS. In DFS, we go downward first. That is, if we start moving from here, first we will traverse to 20, then to 15, and when we will reach null, then we will come back to 20 and again go for 22, and if we will reach 22 and find null, then we will again traverse to 25 and we again go to 35, and we will repeat the process. In this way, this is called DFS, that is depth first traversal. So this is depth. And in BFS, breadth first traversal, we go like we will start from the 25, then we first traverse to 20, and then again we will traverse to 35, and when we will traverse to 35, then we will again start from the 15, then 22, then 38, then 45, and when we will reach the end, then we will start from here, and that is 32. We will reach in 32. So there traversal in BFS can be of three kind, that is either in order, pre-order, or either that is in order means the root is in between. Pre-orders mean the root is let's wait. So in order, we will first traverse from the left. First, we will traverse all the node in the left. Then we will traverse to the root, and then we will traverse to the right. And in pre-order, first we traverse to the root, then to the left, then to the right. And in the post, first we traverse to right, then to left, then to root. That is 25. So there are three traversals, but now as we have to find out the vertical downward sum of all elements in binary search tree, and one target node is given. So we need some steps to follow. First, we will find out where the target node is located. So we will find location of target node using find function, where we will provide parameters node and target. So in this we will find the location of the target node. Once the target node will be found, we will call the new method named sum. Here we will use we will send the target node, the label, and some parameter to add all the values all together. This label will be incremented in case of right child, and will be decremented in case of the left child, to make sure that only these value are added, not this value get added. To avoid the addition of these two, we decrement while going to the left child and increment while going to the right child. So finally, when we will calculate this all, we will return this sum, and that will be our answer. So let's go to find out the location of the root. So we will do that by the method, by the help of a method called we will name that find, and we will pass the root itself and target to be found, and we will store this in a variable of type node to be used for okay. So once the location is found, so first we will try to find the location using the find function, and as we are storing it in the f node, so we need that method to be of type node, so that it can return a node. So node find, now we will pass the arguments root int target. So if root, so we will use recursion here. So we will first write the terminating part. So what will be the terminating condition in this function? If we get the value of root equal to 0, or the root data is found at, that is the target is found at the root itself, in that case we need to return root. So this will be our terminating condition, and if it is not a terminating state, then we need to check if the root data is either on left side or right side. So we will first check on the left. If target is lower than the root data, so if it is in the left side, then we will recursively call the find method on the left part. If it is lower, as we in BST we have discussed that the value lower than the root is on left, so we will call it on the left part and pass the target to be compared. And if it is not in the it is not lower and it is not equal to the root, then it means it is in the right, so we will just return right, but that is we will call the find function on the right side. So this is all about find function. So from here we got the location of the node where the target node is located. Once we got that, now we need to calculate the sum of the vertical downward nodes. So to find the vertical downward nodes, and there's some, we need to store it somewhere. So we will initialize a variable called vsum and initialize it with 0. So for now we will call a method sum. So this will have the value. So we are passing v node, that is the location of target, as 0, that is the label here. In this case, the label of this node, the label of this node is 0, this one is 1, and this one is 2. If this node is selected as parent, if this one is selected as parent, then this will have 0, this will have 1, this will have 0, this will have 1, and this will have 2. So we are keeping track in DFS. We used to keep the track of each labels, and in this case we need to keep track of the each level, so that if once we traverse through this level, we need not to traverse at the same node. So once we have covered the 35, now we need only to traverse through 30, or we need to go back to the parent and again go to the 20. So we first need to backtrack. That's why we need to keep track of this level. So we initialize that label with 0, and also let's first find the sum. So this sum is of this sum will be of void type, because we are updating the value of vsum here, not we are storing it anywhere. So the function will be of void sum. We are passing node here, int level. Now we need to have a long vsum. So here we will also use the recursion. So first the terminating state, that is if the root is equal to 0. So in that case we just return, and if label is equal to 0, then in that case we add the value of root node to the vsum that is to be calculated. If not, or if it has been added, we will again look forward in left child and right child. To look in the left child, we write root left and we decrement level to go in the left child, and to find the sum in the right child we increment the level. So this will result the sum of the vertical downward node, but it will also include the sum of the target node, because we are returning here, we are calculating here the sum of the root node. So in this case, these are this will also be first pass on the our target node. So we will need to subtract that part. So we will do that, but before completing this function, we need to check if the node value is 0. In that case, we need to return 1. This line means that if the tree is empty or the target is not found in the tree. So this is because here we have added 0. We have returned the value. If the root node is equal to 0, we are returning the root. So in that case, so to prevent that case, we are returning -1. So now we need, after the sum is calculated, we need to just return the sum. So the real value of the sum will be calculated from v sum minus sum. No, sorry, v sum minus the data of the. Yes. Now this will is the program we have write to the so we need to just compile. Let's hope this works. Oops. Oh, I wrote here v sum, and here I have passed answer, so it should be v sum or answer also there. So v sum. So compile and run. Wait a minute. First I need to compile. Yeah, I am ready. So yes, the compilation is successful. So we will submit it. It is always good to first compile the code and check for all the test codes. Yeah. So ready for evaluation. Yes, we have passed all the test cases. So thank you so much, guys, and keep learning, keep coding, and follow this playlist. I'll be coding all the problem of the day, problem on the GFG. So thank you so much, guys. Happy coding. Peace.